Second variable as a number. Third, I want to give an option for the user. Now you tell me.
Like only in the former parameters.
Not only in the form of parameters. For example, when I'm saying where response from API. Okay, I'm not sure what is the structure it is going to throw back to me. Then I'll simply say something called as any. Okay, these are the cases where you go with the any. The reason why I said for you that we are losing the advantages, you said like every variable has any. Then what is the reason of going with the TypeScript? Okay, not declare blocked scope variable A. Make it as username instead of just A. Okay, just don't declare a simple variable A, Jitesh. Just make it as username also. Even I'm facing some issue whenever I say like normal variables, just variable A or so and so, it is throwing an error. Just make it as a like a descriptive variable name. Okay, and coming to those are the data types which are being supported. And let us see the syntax of your functions. Syntax of function declaration. Okay, so what you're going to have is we are going to have something called as data type. We have to even return the data type, what data type the function is going to return. And we are going to have the function, and we are going to have the function name. Okay, open the parameters. I say param1 colon data type, comma, param2 colon data type. Okay, like this, you're going to define a function. Okay, for example, you see add values. I'm going to say number. One second. Okay, yeah. Okay, let us define this, or else let me make a separate example so that we have all functions in separate file. So, functions in TypeScript.ts file. Okay, so what I'm going to define is I say function, add values. I say a1, comma, something called as number, comma, a2 as something called as number, colon, something called as number. Now I say, uh, where, sorry, I can simply say where result is a number, and I say result is equal to a1 plus a2, and I have to say return result. Okay, so this is how I'm defining this function. Now you see here, agreement what we have is a function add values for sure should take only two parameters. For sure should return a number out of this. The parameters what you're going to pass also should be a number. Okay, and if you see here, this is how you're going to specify the return type of it. If you say there is no return, then you simply say void. Void indicates that it's a you're not returning anything. For example, here, if you want to remove this, I'm not returning anything, then you simply say void. But if you're returning anything, you need to specify what is the data type which you are going to return. Okay, now I say add values. I say var, something called as sum, something called as number is equal to add values. you see it is going to throw me an error. Why the reason? Boss, it is mandate that it is expecting a two parameters here, but you're skipping that. So that is the reason. You see, I mean, this is the advantage what you have with your TypeScript. There is no way you can skip it. For sure, you need to pass the variables. Whereas coming to the JavaScript, it becomes an optional. Okay. I say add value, say some 20, comma 30, and I say console.log. The sum is plus SUM. Okay. So how you're going to run that? I say TSC. Okay. Function TypeScript. I say node function TypeScript.js. You see, sum is 50. And if you see the converted file, function JavaScript, where is that? So if you see this guy, you see how it has been defined? So in our case, if you say 3 comma 40, it will work in your JavaScript. Whereas in TypeScript, it doesn't. Why the reason? You have given it as only two parameters with so and so data type. Any questions up to this?
Hello.
Any? Go ahead,
Yes, sir.
please.
So, sir, in React, we are using that arrow function, okay?
Mm,
And in this
mm.
TypeScript, we are using function like this.
No,
So,
nothing like that. You can define both. I mean, I have gone with that guy, but yeah, you can do the same. You can say var add values is equal to so and so, is equal to so and so.
Yes.
Okay, this guy. Okay, I mean, I just shown in the form of function. Same. Excuse me. Variable declarations or arrow functions or functions can be used in TypeScript also.
sir, which one is better approach?
Then
Using add function?
in that case, JavaScript concept will come again, right? I mean,
Hmm.
there's nothing to do with the TypeScript. What do you go for? In JavaScript, if you ask me what is the reason that I need to go with function, it's a normal function. The problem is anyone can call before it gets executed. Sorry, before it's been defined. And the second thing is variable declaration, and the third thing is arrow function, which will hold the current object reference. The same features gets executed. Same features gets applied over here. So mostly arrow function is always recommended. Any more questions?
Sir, now the function add values is accepting only the numbers. We have specified it as a number type, right? The function line number 9.
Yes.
And like what if it accepts both the string and the number type in that scenarios, what type you have to mention for the function type?
Any, right? No, no. You can even specify number or string like this.
And the
I mean,
method
it
total
could be a
method
number or it could be a string.
and the total the type for the
Obviously, it
method.
is going to throw us an error, right? Like it is saying that cannot be applied to the data type because it is a string there. I mean, I mean to say, forget about how the operation it is. I'm telling you that there is an opportunity for you that at a time you can say what all the possible data types he is accepting.
No, no, sir. Actually, I'm asking about the method type. After the former parameters colon, you have given number. Yeah,
Hey,
that one.
whatever the one which is written, that is up to you, right? Is it like because I have given the number, because this is number and this is number? No, right? What type of data you are returning?
Okay, if
What
it is
about
okay.
we have string and number
Let
the
me finish the
argument?
question of Swati, please. Yeah, Swati, are you clear with this, ma'am? Or still have a
No,
question?
sir. That is what I'm asking, sir. Suppose even is a string and A2 is a number, in case suppose. In that case,
Swati,
what
the
type?
thing here, what we are going to specify is what is the data type you are going to return. For example, if I say number, okay, I say var username, okay, is a string is equal to Mr. Raj. I want to return the username here. Then this will be a string. This return type, nothing relative. What is the parameter you're passing? This string specifies what is the data type you're about to return from your function. That's it.
Okay. Let
Okay,
me
Mohammed,
check.
you're asking something.
So
Yeah,
what
Mohammed, go ahead.
if there is a number plus string concatenation? So what will be the return value of that function?
It's up to now. You tell me again, right? This return value is the data type of the return value is logic is being decided by you as a developer. In between, you combine the strings, you combine the numbers, you do some objects. It's up to you, right? What are you returning from this? What is the agreement? Okay. What is the agreement that from this function, what parameters you're going to pass, how many parameters you're going to pass, what data type you're going to pass. And from this function, what are you going to return? That's it. This agreement is nothing to do with the functionality over here. Am I clear? Is it still a question, Mohammed? Clear, right? Yeah. Others, any other questions? Okay, yeah. So I'll do one thing, guys. Let's pause it for today. And these functions, I'm going to take it once again. As I said, you tomorrow, like as I'll be traveling this time to back to Hyderabad, I may not be available to take the class. But again, regarding the Sundays, whoever is having a blocker, please ping in the chat because like the agreement is we should not go with the classes on Sunday. But yeah, if someone is having an issue, more people, then I'll just call off. Okay. But yeah, let me know in the chat. Okay. Or else do one thing. Can someone put a voting like for the Sundays class in the Telegram group? Let's see how many votes we get. Okay. So let's pause it for today, guys. We'll be digging back on tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye for today.